Hi, my name is Vanessa Adamson, and I am the director of UL Lafayette AmeriCorps. Today, we'll talk about civic engagement and community service. So, why are we here? We're going to talk a little bit about communities. Communities are made up of people with something in common. We all come from other communities. We have different backgrounds, different interests, different reasons to be here. By joining the UL Lafayette community, you become a part of something bigger than yourself. This time is a great time to start asking yourself, why am I here? What do I want to achieve during my time as a UL student? For most of you, your community will change drastically. As an incoming freshman, it's important to get involved on campus and meet others. This will allow for you to feel a connection to your new community. Even if you have lived in Lafayette your entire life, joining a community on campus will open you to new possibilities and meet others that may not be like you. It's important to have communities, especially as a college student. What kind of communities are there? Well, as a Raging Cajun, you are now part of the UL Lafayette community. Within our big community, there are a ton of smaller groups and organizations within it. Your major, your classes, your dorm, your fraternity or sorority are all part of some communities on campus. Our beliefs, interests, and even our identity allows for us to feel part of our communities and form bonds with our peers. UL has hundreds of student organizations that I encourage you to look at. I will have a link towards the end of the presentation.
No place on earth is perfect. Every community has a unique set of problems. Problems like corruption, pollution, unequal access to education, scarce affordable housing, hunger, or lack of quality health care. So whose job is it to solve these problems? Local government? Businesses? Nonprofits or NGOs? Academic institutions? All of these sectors are important in a healthy society, but even if they wanted to, no single sector could solve all of a community's problems. That's why communities need individuals who are also working to solve local problems. It's called civic engagement. It's anytime someone takes action to better their community and encourages others to do it too. Authentic civic engagement is built on a shared understanding of community needs and a deep commitment to collaboration. Vibrant democracies create space for and encourage civic engagement. And when people make it their priority to engage, democracy is strengthened. Civic engagement takes many forms. It can be political, but it also looks like volunteering, joining a local organization, raising money for causes you care about, or using your voice to advocate. Anyone can be a civic leader. Change happens when ordinary people show up with compassion and courage. And together, we can form a powerful force.
Now that we watched a short video on civic engagement, let's talk a little bit more about it and what it really is. Civic engagement means working to make a difference in the civic life of our communities and developing the combination of knowledge, skills, values, and motivation to make that difference. What are ways to become more civically involved? The obvious is political involvement. Voting is a big one. Writing your elected officials with support or questions, attending local city hall meetings, but really the biggest one is voting. Every vote is very important, whether a local or a national election. You also have social responsibility, community research, involvement with organizations that assist in community improvement, giving and donating to local organizations, or to help fundraise. Advocacy and education in your community is a big one. Especially as college students, you want to advocate for higher education. And lastly, service. Giving your time and energy to address an immediate need in your community is a perfect way to become civically engaged. Serving your community has so many benefits. Volunteering connects you to others, helps you to make new friends and contacts, and it increases your social and relationship skills. Serving in your community also helps you in college. It isn't too early to start thinking about internships and how to improve your resume for grad school or a career. And if that isn't enough great benefits that volunteering can have, it is also scientifically proven to improve your mind and body. Let's watch a short video on serving and how it has positive effects on you. So you may be asking, how can I serve in my community? So let's talk. Here are only a handful of local organizations, but there are many available around our area. The great thing about volunteering in service is you get to decide what your interests are and can join an existing organization, whether on campus or in our community. So here are three. Volunteer Louisiana is a state level where you can find opportunities within Louisiana. We have United Way of Acadiana that's local. And then we have Service Louisiana, Office of Community Service on campus. Another great thing about volunteering is that you don't even have to join an organization, and you can do it on your own, like picking up litter on your way to class, donate food to our pantry on campus, which is called Campus Cupboard, or just volunteer with events on campus. There are so many opportunities. So now that we learned a little bit about civic engagement and volunteering, let's talk about what we're going to do now. Hopefully soon you will settle in your dorm and begin meeting fellow UL students with that common thread that you are all UL Lafayette students and it's your new home. I encourage all of you to start asking yourself, what is it that you hope to get out of the next 4 years of your college life? Besides making good grades and graduating, what legacy will you leave? So let's start by asking yourself what is important. Look up student organizations and visit Get On Board Day. Attend interest meetings to learn about clubs and organizations. Meet new people in your classes, dorms, and on campus. If you are not registered to vote, do it now. Remember, community service and civic engagement are all about making your communities better for everyone. So we just briefly talked about volunteering, service, and civic engagement. You may have some questions, and feel free to contact me. I'll have my contact information on the next slide. But here are a few questions you might have. I am new to Lafayette. Where can I volunteer? Like I mentioned earlier, 3 resources that are really good are Volunteer Louisiana, Office of Community Service on campus, and the United Way of Acadiana. Also, we have UL Lafayette AmeriCorps, which is a student organization that's all about national service. How do I get involved on campus? Great question. UL has many amazing student organizations and clubs that are diverse in content and mission. They provide the Get Involved link here that you can look up anything by interest or alphabetically. Lastly, I posted the app for Go Vote. If you have not used this app, I suggest downloading it. You can register to vote. It will tell you where your polling site is, and it will provide you with your ballot for upcoming elections. It's super easy to use, super easy and helpful. I really suggest everyone download it. I have it on my phone as well. So here's my contact information. Feel free to email me, probably the easiest way. You can also definitely call me at my office. If you have any questions about volunteer opportunities or you want to learn more about AmeriCorps, feel free to contact me. Also, like us on social media to get a glimpse of what AmeriCorps does in our community. Also, be on the lookout for an email in April about applying to join our program. Thanks, everyone. I welcome you all to the UL Lafayette family, and I can't wait to meet you this fall. Go Cajun!